Dynamic entrance kicking in the door like God. Turn up to the max, shooting energy up to the sky. Tap into the station 935, it's time to rock. Swooshy color backgrounds just to let you know we fly. Undefeated, never beaten, cause we got the skills. Striking all this black gold, you would think we had a drill. We got what you need, homie, so come and get your fill. Relax and unwind, it's time to anime and chill. It's time to anime and chill. Relax and unwind, it's time to anime and chill.
Welcome back for another episode of Anime and Chill. You are chilling out with your favorite two N-words, the biggest anime nerds. We can say it, you can't. So, let's start tonight off a little different. Tonight we are gonna talk about a couple of things. We're gonna do a new segment called Last Minute Rewrites, in which we give our opinion on how certain movies should have been written. So it's almost like a fan fiction version of the movie, if you would say that. But yeah, no, so we're gonna try that out. And we also want to talk about people giving my man Robert Downey flack. They're trying to cancel Robert Downey, so we definitely gonna talk about that, because you can't get rid of Iron Man. This thing, he carried a nuclear warhead through a wormhole in outer space, man. Come on now. But let's start off with the new segment, Last Minute Rewrites. The movie I would like to rewrite this evening is Batman v Superman, because in my opinion that movie has so much potential and it flopped so hard because they crowbarred so much other stuff into that movie instead of just letting it be what it was meant to be. Alright, so before we do the last minute rewrite, let me give you a little history, a little backstory, at least from what I found in my searchings. The original version of Batman v Superman was going to be written and directed by the Nolan brothers, because they were going to piggyback off of Man of Steel, in which they were gonna go deeper into the story on Superman and Clark Kent. Now, from what I saw when they were in pre-production, I guess, I had read an article that said that the plot was gonna be that Lex Luthor gets the people of Metropolis to turn on Superman, because he's like, if he's a god, what's to stop him from, you know what I'm saying, turning his powers on us? And so they were gonna do that, and then they were also gonna have a conflict between Lex Luthor and Bruce Wayne as the Battle of the Billionaires. And so from what I read, it was saying that they weren't gonna have Batman in the movie, that it was just gonna be Bruce Wayne. And after that, I heard about them casting Bryan Cranston to play Lex Luthor. I was like, okay, that seems like a good way to go. And then I heard that Ben Affleck was going to be cast to play Bruce Wayne, and then I didn't hear anything for a while. And then I had looked it up just to see what they had on their new. And so it was like, I went on there and I see that now it's called Batman v Superman. And I'm like, wait, what? what happened to Man of Steel 2? And so it just, and we saw what came from Batman v Superman. We're not even gonna go into that. But, alright.
That warehouse scene though was dope.
Yeah. Okay, last minute rewrites. We are rewriting Man of Steel 2. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna pick up right after the fight with Zod. Like right after he snaps his neck and takes off. So in this one, after doing that, Lex Luthor holds a press conference saying that how can we trust someone to save this planet who's not even from this planet?
And who destroys it more than they save after he shows the people the destruction that it's caused.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, because he's having these super fights that are causing property damage, and then he's nowhere around to help, you know what I'm saying, rebuild or even clean up the mess.
Right, and it's a lot of collateral damage too. Because you gotta think, man, the buildings are falling on top of people.
Right.
You know, people are dying.
Right. So
yeah, I could definitely see somebody, or I could definitely see people looking at that and like, you know what? Hey, wait a minute, man. It's, if this is what it takes for you to save us, it's almost not worth it.
Right. So Luthor starts to get a following. He uses social media as his main platform.
Because who doesn't?
Right. If we gonna keep with the times, we gonna keep with the times. So he's using social media as his platform to reach the masses. And so
Cancel culture. Tries to cancel Superman.
right.
Ooh.
Right, Superman is just unwillingly saving people. And what I mean by that is even certain people who he's supposed to save, when he gets there, they don't want to be saved by him because they're afraid of what he's going to do in order to save them. So, it becomes a fear of Superman. And then
The collateral damage.
And then you have the police decide to up their weaponry in their armory in an effort to combat Superman. But they need funding in order to do it. That's where we get Lex Luthor. In the interest of serving his country or helping his country, he's willing to fund the military in order for them to enhance their arsenal. But at the same time, then you have Bruce Wayne come in making an offer that's as good, if not better. And so now you get the battle of the billionaires. Then we get a scene where Lois is flirting with Bruce. Clark shows up and he notices that Bruce is just, you know, being a player like he is, trying to pull Lois. And so they have that, you know, that manly aggressive, you better back up, motherfucker. No, nigga, you better back up, nigga. This is my girl. Nigga. Well, the bitch chose me, fucking me. Right. So they have that little bit of a stare down, and then Lois kind of defuses it. And then she says, oh no, Bruce is an old friend from high school, this, that, and the third, blase, blase, blah. They know each other from way back. So now you have a real reason for Bruce Wayne to be invested in Lois Lane. And it's not just, oh, he showed up and he's trying to take Lois from Superman. No. It's not, he has a real reason to help.
Right, because now he's kind of gotten interested. Mrs. Lane here.
Right.
It sets up for more problems.
Right. because that could set up for a Batman versus Superman fight, but I wouldn't do it in this movie necessarily.
Right.
Or I would
This
try
movie
to
be like a build up.
Right. I would try to at least build to that fight. That way, if you did decide to do a major Justice League fight or anything, I'd put that fight in that movie.
Right. Civil War.
Right. Civil War, Avengers, it like when Thor and Iron Man fought. But yeah. So after Bruce Wayne tries to woo Miss Lane and she has to ease the tension between him and Clark, that's when Clark asks him why he's in town, and he tells him, no, I'm here because Luthor is trying to weasel his way into government payday. And it's like, or pretty much he's trying to weasel his way in so that he can be the main wallet behind the government. That way he has control and say over what they do. Like he has more influence, political influence.
Right, he's trying to weasel his way into a seat. Power.
Right. And so Bruce is there as a counterbalance to kind of knock that off. And so after talking with Clark, and Clark is like, no, Lex is a good guy. I know him. We kind of go back a ways. And so Bruce is like, look, man, you got to open your eyes. I know that guy's a friend, but still, like, seriously, this dude is not who you think he is. And that's only because Bruce has done his homework like he does with everybody. And he researches people and he finds their backstory and he learns everything about them. So now you kind of got that button heads thing of Bruce and Clark on, hey man, this is my business, you need to stay out of it. And Bruce like, but dude, you don't know what you're dealing with. You need my help more than you think. So then you could have Lois decide to look into it because Bruce puts her on it. Mm-hmm. Lois decides to write her story on Lex funding the military and funding the police. And so she does an expose and she ends up getting caught at one of the weapons manufacturing companies.
I could also see how that turned Lois against Superman. Like Superman will look at her in a way of like, oh, so
right.
Now you helping.
You don't listen to me.
You helping him now?
Right.
So yeah, that would cause even further beef between them.
Right.
Yeah. See, that first one right there, this whole joint we talking, stirring the pot. That's
right.
Stirring the pot.
Right.
Oh man.
And so now she gets caught after hours at the weapons manufacturing spot. The security guard that catches her calls in Lex. Mm-hmm. Now, when Lex gets there, this is when we kind of reveal that no, Lex is truly the villain that we all think he is. This is when he shows Lois his exosuit and said that was the whole reason he decided to fund the police and the military anyway, so he could get access to their armor and their materials and their weapons. Because as long as he's paying, he can go in there and take whatever he wants. And so he needed a reason to do it without speculation. So he does his whole bad guy monologue as to how he's gonna take the suit and he's gonna kill Superman and he's gonna be held as a god because he took out the closest thing we have to it. And so she's like, yeah, but Clark will never let that happen, da 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 da. And then you end up getting Bruce showing up. not as Batman, as Bruce Wayne, because remember, Lois doesn't know he's Batman. So he shows up because he followed her to the spot because he didn't trust it. So now he's there trying to free her. Superman ends up using his super hearing. He hears her scream, this, that, and the third, and he flies over. So now you got Lex, who ends up either, I don't want to say shooting Lois, but he puts her in a compromising position. That's like where she's close to death.
Dang.
And you have Bruce trying to save her. Lex and his men skedaddle up out of there. Superman shows up and he sees Bruce trying to save her, but he thinks Bruce is trying to kill her. And so that's when you go into attack mode. He inadvertently saves Lois, but that's not his main focus. His main focus is beating the shit out of Bruce Wayne, which he kind of does. So you get that first round to Superman, like you do. So then, once Lois finally gets Superman to calm down, and she tells him, no, Bruce was right. Lex is not who we think he is, and she tells Superman Lex's whole plan. But what she doesn't know is that suit is lined with kryptonite. That's the one thing Lex didn't tell her. So Superman goes to fight him. We have the big climactic battle of Superman versus Lex in his exosuit. But Lex is actually beating the hell out of Superman. Because like I said, the suit is lined with kryptonite.
Now I think that's dope. Don't. All right, so you gave Superman, his first villain was a nigga equal with him. Okay, cool. But yeah, that's how you do the second. Make his next villain be a human.
Yeah.
In a suit, who thinks they have to be the one to take him down.
Right.
Yeah, Lex with the suit. Yeah, I'm down with that right there.
Right.
Yeah.
So you have your big climactic battle of Superman versus Lex in the exosuit, and we actually show Lex kicking Superman's ass because, like I said, the suit is lined with kryptonite. But that's when you see Bruce show up, and Bruce tells Superman, hey, you gotta get him out of that suit. That suit is killing you. The only way to stop him is to destroy the suit. And so Superman has to find a way to get Lex Luthor as far away from him as possible, but at the same time destroying the suit. That's when he starts to use his laser vision. That's when he starts to use his other powers outside of his super strength, and he shows why he is Superman.
Ooh, thought of a dope plot twist. Come to find out, the reason why Bruce Wayne came down to see about Lex Luthor is because that kryptonite that Lex Luthor got it from Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
Got it from Bruce Wayne.
Oh, that's even... Yeah, Lex got the kryptonite from Bruce. And Bruce wanted to see what he was going to do with it.
And in the midst of him coming down to see, he done got attached to Lois, who's close with Clark Kent, and then you find out. Yeah, I can see Superman holding a grudge about that.
See, so now you've done a cameo with Bruce Wayne, so you kind of introduce Batman into the Superman universe
Right.
without making it all about Batman.
Right. Just Bruce.
You see what I'm saying? And so Bruce tells him, like, yeah, you got to destroy the suit. The only way to stop him is you got to get him out of that suit. So Superman starts destroying the suit piece by piece from a distance. That way the kryptonite doesn't affect him as much, which is also going to lead into him making a lead line suit later on. But yeah, so he destroys the exosuit piece by piece, takes Lex out of it, and Lex tells him, go ahead, be the god that you think you are. Go ahead and kill me, and the people will hate you even more. And he said, that's why I'm not gonna kill you. Everybody deserves a second chance. Lead to Lex getting locked up in Blackgate. There he runs into Wade Wilson. Or no, Slade Wilson.
No. Well, yeah, I mean, if you want to call him Slade Wilson.
Cause isn't Wade Wilson Deadpool?
Yeah. Slade Wilson, but I like, what's his name? Deathstroke. I like that
Yeah.
better. I like that name. I mean, you can call him Slade Wilson, but I like to call him Deathstroke.
But yeah, so Lex meets Deathstroke, and that's when he kind of puts a bounty on Bruce's head. That'll lead you in to the Justice League like you want.
Dang. Yeah, that would. Yeah, that's crazy. Oh, you gotta stop playing. They finna steal these ideas.
Bruh, I hope they do and actually do something with it.
Cause let me tell you, yeah, that's just adding way more story.
And then way more underlying story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's last minute rewrites, man.
Yeah, that was a good one right there. Let's go ahead and do that.
Yeah. Next time I think we're gonna do a different movie, but yeah. If the movie has potential, but the creators didn't live up to what I feel the potential of the movie was, then yeah, I'll do last minute rewrites. Or what I'll do is I'll post the comment or the question on the Anime and Chill Twitter, and I might even post the question on Facebook. Most definitely I'm probably gonna post it there, and we're gonna do a poll, and I'll have like 2 choices of movies, and I'll just, y'all can leave in the comment which movie y'all want, and whatever comment gets the most likes or the most votes, then that's the movie that we'll do. But on to some more news. Let's talk about y'all motherfuckers trying to cancel Robert Downey Jr. for some old shit. Why you bringing up old shit? Talking about some shit that happened in Tropic Thunder. Like, oh, so why was I not aware that he did blackface and da-da-da-da? No, motherfucker, he was playing somebody who was playing somebody else, and the somebody else just happened to be black.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie. I wasn't offended. I didn't find that offended. I find they were downright hilarious.
Bro, and what's crazy is nobody came out and said anything about it when it happened.
Right, I don't remember.
We all saw the movie.
Nothing about that.
Right, everybody saw the movie, watched this shit, totally forgot. Oh, wait. He's not black. Like, shh, don't say that too loud.
I mean, he played the role so well.
Yeah, shh, don't say that too loud, because then,
Yeah, you get the
it'll draw
hoo-has and
attention.
shit. But yeah, I just think that's ridiculous. And to be want to talk about it now,
Right, because
like, come on. Come on, you let his
Tropic
resume
Thunder
get
came
too
out
big.
in what, 2010, 2011?
You've let his resume get too big.
Right.
I mean, he's saved the world.
Numerous times.
I mean, you know, he was the head of a.
He got rid of Thanos.
Superhero
Nigga, what the
team.
fuck is wrong with you?
I mean, right? You know, he's done all these accolades, and I mean, he's a smashing Sherlock Holmes.
Bruh,
Like,
I'm still waiting
fucks
on
with
part
that.
3.
Man, we tell you, bruh, to make the enemy Moriarty. That
Bruh.
shit, come on, and
Yeah.
and for Moriarty to be on the same level, if not a little better. Yeah. But see, that's why they probably haven't come out with a third one yet.
'Cause they
figure
can't
out
top
who's
it.
Can't figure out. Well, shit, who's smarter than motherfucking Moriarty? You know. But yeah, man, y'all need to quit that canceling shit the fuck out.
Yeah.
For real.
That cancel culture is,
He was a dude
bruh.
disguised as a dude playing another dude. So I mean, lay off. And like, man, like we said, when it happened, I didn't hear nothing about it.
Right, that's the crazy
I'm
part.
pretty sure if it had been an issue back then, you probably wouldn't have seen him in any of the Iron Man movies anymore.
Right.
If it was that an
Because
issue,
people would, the company would have distanced themselves from him.
and that would have been the end of that. But for nobody to have a problem with it, I don't see a problem with it.
Right. Right.
I don't see a problem with it.
Hell,
you
there
know-
was a black cast member in the movie.
You know how it is to be offended. You know when something's meant to be offensive.
Right. That wasn't offensive. It was
Right, it
just
wasn't meant to be offensive.
comical.
It was hilarious. I mean, come on. Don't
huh?
be offended.
What do you mean, you people?
Right. Maybe
Huh?
be a twat. Okay? Let's not be a twat. America. Stop wanting to cancel everything that hurt your feelings.
Bruh. Like, and that movie was just fucking funny, man.
Yeah, it was.
Especially with Tom as Les Grossman.
Yeah, buddy.
That motherfucker.
Yeah, come to find out, man. Yeah, Tom Cruise got some comedian in him somewhere.
Right.
Comedy, yeah.
Well, nah, they just told him to just go ham, nigga. Cause I done heard another clip of him wilding out on set. Like,
You talking about when he was yelling at his crewmate?
yeah.
Buddy.
That motherfucker was going all the way in.
Yeah, he was. Screaming at them people about putting their kids through college and all that.
Right. That motherfucker, hey, pig, ever had shit pushed in? What? Like, bruh, the first time I ever saw that movie, it took me a minute to figure out what the fuck he was talking about. I was like, what do you mean? How do you get... Oh.
Right.
But like, yeah, that was one of them moments. And when he said it, the look on my man's face was like, the fuck? Did you just... Okay, I see what's going on here. But them niggas finna go jailhouse on that nigga.
Hell yeah.
Oh man. I have been, well, I kind of been hooked on this new show. Well, it's not new. It's new to me. The Resident. I don't know if you watch it. It's a doctor show.
No, probably gonna stay away from those. I find those shows to be drab and disgusting.
Well, this one kind of reminds me a little bit of House and a little bit of Doogie Howser.
Ooh,
Yeah,
I had a Doogie Howser doll. Kid out of the flex.
yeah.
That shit got creepy as hell.
But yeah, it's cool, and I like it because it's more about the interaction between the doctors and the patients. They do got some drama that's going on, but it's not like just like with Grey's Anatomy, I tried to watch that. That shit is like,
I ain't gonna lie, it sounds hard.
bruh, I'd watch Children's Hospital before I watched fucking Grey's Anatomy, and I hate Children's Hospital. Like, I don't even know why that's a show. Like, for real?
Damn.
Yeah, it's that bad. I watched Grey's Anatomy at a friend's house while she was doing my hair, and it was like, as I'm watching, it's like damn near every scene they spit a little bit of medical jargon to make you think they know what they talking about, and then two characters run off and go fuck. And then they come back, and then they follow two other characters. They spit a little bit of medical jargon, and then they run off and go fuck. And I'm like, wait a minute, am I watching a doctor show or is this a porno? What the fuck? Like everybody's fuck. And then you got people who are mad at other people because they're fucking new people, but then the people that's fucking new people are mad at the people that they was fucking, but they're not fucking them no more. So it's like, can y'all just, deal with the patients? Then from the couple scenes I did see where they was dealing with the patients, they was putting their emotions all into their work. And I'm like, really? Like, it was one case where a dude told his dad he was sick and this, that, and the third, and the father was like, no, he's just faking to get out of school, blah, 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 blah. Dad's rich. Dad is like, look, man,
Right.
whatever tests you need to run, just run them so we can hurry up and get up out of here. Da 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 da. And so they run their little tests. They come back. They're like, all right, well, your son has a potential spleen rupture.
Ooh.
If he goes home, it might rupture. But we can operate and do this, and this. And the father's like, oh, I see what y'all are doing. Y'all are trying to get me for my money. And they're like, no, we're worried about your son. We're worried about your son. Da, 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 da. He was like, and I'm telling you, he's faking to get out of school. And so, long story short, the mother talks the father into letting them operate on the son. They operate on the son. They open him up and they go, there's nothing wrong with him. And they're like, ooh, we gonna have to tell his father. And so they're like, all right, close him up. As they're closing him up, somebody nicks his spleen, causes that shit to rupture.
Wow.
And then when they're telling his parents, the guy that was defending his son, the doctor that was defending his son, came out and they told him, they was like, yeah, you gotta tell him what happened. So then he told the doctor, the doctor told the father what happened, and like you would expect, the father went the fuck off.
Of course, I would too.
And so they had to get the lawyer to talk to the family and this and the third, yada yada yada. And so I'm like, wow. So this whole show, it's nothing but fucking and doctors fucking up. And then they didn't even make this thing like there was no consequence for him fucking up.
Oh, wow.
It was just like, don't do that again. That was very dangerous what you did. Next time you won't be so lucky. Next time? What? You mean to tell me this father told y'all do not cut, and then if you would have took him home, it would have ruptured on its own. And then you might not have been able to bring him back to the hospital, so you're lucky you caught it. Yeah, I was like, So
That would have been a waste. I wouldn't even watch that shit.
yeah, and see, I had no choice. I was at somebody else's house getting my hair done, and it was like I could try to tune it out, but I ended up talking through that shit. You know how I do when I watch movies. movies, TV shows, like when we watch fucking Stranger Things. Yeah.
Stranger Things, that's my joint.
The arcade that they play in, I drive past it every day on my way to work.
And where is it?
It's over on Veteran Memorial. It's on Veteran Memorial. And usually when I drive past there, the stripes on the building look all fucked up. But now they looking good again.
Right, because they painted it for the show.
Yeah, I'm thinking we about to get that new season of Stranger Things that I've been waiting on.
Hey man, if they do Stranger Things,
Come on with it. Stop
don't
playing.
even flex like we don't know that the kids grew up.
Right, yeah.
Because if you look at Millie Bobby Brown, that bitch look like she working on being a grown ass woman. Trying to be anyway.
But yeah, they need to come on with that. I'm excited to see that. I might have to go back and binge watch it from the beginning,
Bruh.
just to keep current.
Yeah, because that is bananas. Oh, you been watching The Boys. What you think about that?
Man. All right, at first, I'm not gonna lie. At first, it took me a second to realize that the boys didn't mean the superheroes. It meant the guys trying to kill them.
Yup.
But after I called it that, everything else started to make sense. I fuck with that show. For right now, I've been binge watching it for the last 2 days. Man, these heroes are some real douchebags, like some real dickheads.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's got me so far. So I'm just gonna keep on tuning in. I know you was telling me to check out Jupiter's Legacy. So I'm gonna go.
Yeah. And once you finish The Boys and you check out Jupiter's Legacy, you'll see what I was talking about as far as what I mean by The Boys did it better. Like you kind of already see, like, cause with The Boys, how they really base that in reality and they touch on real life situations, and not all the time are our heroes in capes and this, that, and the third. The only one who wears his suit all the time is Homelander.
And I'm sitting there like, yo, bro, why do you always wear the suit? Do you ever take off the suit?
And Homelander is that version of Superman. And once again, he's an evil motherfucker. He's like if the kid from Brightburn grew up. that's Homelander. A sociopath with Superman's abilities. This nigga just doesn't care about anything. Has a son. Push that nigga off a roof. Like, what? Told him, yeah, you're my son, so I know you can fly.
And the fucked up part was, I knew that push was coming.
Everybody knew that push was coming.
And then his son looked dead as hell when he hit the ground. He looked dead as hell.
Right.
Like, oh man, he might really be dead.
My bad. You might got more of your mama in you than I thought.
Right, pussy. But I ain't gonna lie, I do like that Homelander told her that.
He said, that's my son, and you raising him to be a pussy.
Right? Talking about we don't use violence. Oh, but that motherfucker bucked up when he went after his mama, though.
Oh, yes, sir. Oh, man. Little man turned up for real, bro. Caught me off guard with that shit.
That was the only thing brought a smile to Homelander's face.
Man, well. Somebody who could beat him. He gonna become He gonna become the vocal point of that show. Watch, because he gonna be the only one capable of defeating Homelander.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you didn't get to the end of season 2 yet.
Nah, but I think that's why the moms don't want him there too. Don't want him influencing him. No, that's the only shot they got. But if he turned out to be like his daddy,
yeah, that's, bruh, you don't know how right you are,
man.
Cause it is gonna come a time where you know, her wishes are gonna have to be adhered to. I'll keep it like that. But yeah, just would talk about some wrestling, but it's not really any good news out there at the moment. I mean, some bad news. They released my boy Velveteen Dream. They say it wasn't over his accusations, but use your own judgment with that one. But then he came out and revealed that the accusations were false, and he told why they were false, and said that they wasn't even the same people that he was talking to. But in the court of public opinion, you've been accused, therefore you are guilty. Whether you did it or not. That shit sucks. But hey, it be like that sometime. And on that note, last week I forgot to do this, but final word. What's the word, nerd?
Konnichiwa, bitches.
Oh, domo arigato. But yeah, if you haven't got that Fly 93.5 app, go ahead to your Google Play, your Apple App Store, wherever you get your podcast from. You can go on there and wherever you get your apps from, you can go on there, tap Fly 93.5, get the app, tap Listen Live, and join us. If you can't get us that way, you can go online to radio.fly935.com, tap Listen Live, and you can listen in whenever we go live. We got mixes going all through the week. Lunch mixes, dinner mixes, DJ Dante on the ones and twos, shout out. But we not gonna hold you here. If you want to hit us up, you can hit us up at Joseph Armand. Sorry, I gave y'all the wrong Twitter handle last time, but on Twitter and on Instagram and on Facebook pretty much, but it's Anime and Chill. Yeah, so you can hit us up there. You can go to YouTube. You can look up Anime and Chill, or you can look up the name Joseph Armand and hit us up there. Subscribe, like. You can listen to the first 5 episodes we done did. I done posted those up there, so you can listen to the previous weeks, get caught up. That way, when you listen in live, you know we about, man. So grab your favorite person, throw in your favorite tunes. You know what time it is. It's time to Anime and Chill. Peace out.
Dynamic entrance kicking in the door like God. Turn up to the max, shooting energy up to the sky. Tap into the station 935, it's time to rock. Swooshy color backgrounds just to let you know we fly. Undefeated, never beaten, cause we got the skill. Striking all this black gold, you would think we had a drill. We got what you need, homie, so come and get your fill. Relax and unwind, it's time to Anime and Chill. It's time to Anime and Chill. Relax and unwind, it's time to Anime and Chill.